This artwork was brought to the attention of conservation because it required aesthetic treatment for reinstallation of the museum. And it is a Renaissance terracotta, glazed terracotta, and it was made by the artist studio of Benedetto Buglioni. And primarily there were old restorations on the artwork that covered up original surfaces, and they were starting to discolor and deteriorate. What the artwork required was for removal of those previous restorations and then some refinement and then replacement. So first we began the process by a general overall cleaning, removing surface dirt and grime, and then focused on removing overpaint, which is paint, restoration paint that was put over the original surface, and then starting to pare down previous overfill, which is fill material that's filling in areas of loss that's actually covered the original surface of the artwork, and then replacing all of those materials with stable, reversible fill material and paints that we call in-painting materials that actually cover just the fill. The challenges that came up during this treatment were primarily trying to figure out what materials we could use that would be stable and that would stay in place during the movement of the artwork from the studio into the gallery, because there are some vibrations and flexing that the artwork will go through during that move. And so we needed to find something that was sturdy enough to withstand that. In addition, because a lot of the original fill material was left in place, it was stable, we had to find something that would fill in the surface that could really stick in place and stay, and that would not become detached during the transition from the studio into the gallery. With this artwork and the treatment, I've actually been in communication with the curator quite a bit to talk about different issues, and one of them was concerning how to treat the seams or the joins between the different panels of the artwork. So the piece was actually made in these different components and then assembled. It would have been on the exterior of a building originally. And there's no real evidence as to how the joins would have originally been treated. And so the curator and I both did some research on how these pieces are displayed currently, and there's really no consensus. So this was our opportunity to kind of treat it the way that we felt like the viewer would best understand. And instead of trying to hide the original seams, which really give you an idea of how the piece was originally manufactured, we decided to place a mortar within the joins, slightly recessed and a neutral color so they're not distracting, but still allowing the visitor to experience and understand how the piece was originally made.